We, the citizens, entrust the government with the management of public resources. But do we know how counties make decisions about spending to deliver services? We need to be informed and to get involved to build together a better future for our counties. The Constitution requires that public monies are spent well, on the right things and without waste. The government goes through a 360-degree process, a learning cycle. We are expected to learn from experience and improve to grow as a society. The process can be divided in 4 parts. First, we prioritize spending through planning and budgeting. Services are delivered by implementing what is approved in the annual budget. Then, we monitor and report on service delivery and spending. Finally, we evaluate and review our collective actions to improve our policies. This entire process is known as the Public Expenditure Management Cycle, the PEM cycle. The process is guided by the development needs of the citizens and priorities of the counties to ensure that you get the services you need. It is a collective effort led by the county government but with very strong public participation. Firstly, we decide as a community what to prioritize and how to do it through planning and budgeting. It usually starts with the adoption of public policies that shape laws and regulations, as well as the plans and budgets that determine where and how public resources will be spent. Counties are responsible to prepare multiple plans, but the most important one is probably the County Integrated Development Plan, the CIDP, as it is expected to bring together all the sectors and priorities of the county government. Every 5 years, right after the elections, the new county government, with participation of the public, consolidates in this document all the priorities and strategies that will guide county spending until the next elections. It is almost like a pact between the county government leaders and the public that elected them. Plans are indeed important, but the annual budget is probably the most important document of all, as it gives the government the legal authority to spend public funds. What goes into the budget? A well-done budget is based on the vision and priorities agreed in the CIDP, past performance, and, at times, the response to an emergency. The implementation of what is approved in the budget allows the government to function and to deliver services to citizens. There are day-to-day recurrent services, from salaries of nurses and doctors to garbage collection or road maintenance, funded under the recurrent budget, and new investments or projects funded under the development budget. While projects are more visible, it is more important to also focus on the spending and services delivered every day through the recurrent budget. Do we know how much we spend in administrative costs? The county executive, the county assembly, treasury and planning department, and how much we spend on services like maintaining roads or treating patients? We can only know by accounting for the money spent, monitoring the services being delivered, and reporting. This allows the government and overall community to make informed decisions. Is the government keeping the promises made by spending what is approved in plans and budgets? The government is required to produce quarterly and annual reports and make them available to the public. Only if we know what we are doing and how much it costs, we can collectively decide if we are going in the right direction or if we need to make adjustments. All this information is critical for the county leaders to manage the performance of their staff, but also for the public at large to ensure that government is working well for the common good. In addition to the quarterly and annual reports prepared by the county government, there are other ways of looking back and evaluating how well the government runs. Are we spending on the right things, our collective priorities, and without waste? Are we improving services? To answer these critical questions, the law provides for annual independent audits conducted by the Office of the Auditor General, but also mid- and end reviews on the implementation of plans. Through audits and reviews, we can identify the areas that are working well and those that need improvement. There is always room to improve, to adjust our policies, plans, and budgets. This is very important to ensure that the use of public resources is optimized to deliver the service we expect. This is the spirit of the PEM cycle. We have to learn from the past and adjust spending to move towards the future we want for our community. So get involved, know your county, and build your future. To know more, visit the County Governance Toolkit.